Good afternoon. Welcome all. All heads bowed and we open in prayer. Most gracious and loving Father, you are our strongest ally and our best partner. Please walk with us every step of the way in this new venture so that we may succeed for our families and for the community that we serve. We have faith that our business will succeed only according to your will. We ask your kind blessings, Lord, to guide us on our way, to keep our hearts pure and sincere, to bless us with the spirit of cooperation so that we may serve our own as graciously as you serve us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Tashira Gator, Business Development Manager here at Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies Limited. On behalf of our directors, the management, and staff, I want to thank you for taking the time to be a part of this event. Today, we are proud to announce our partnership with Gojo Industries, the manufacturer of Purell hand sanitizer, the premier hand sanitizer on the market today. Like Bahamas Medical, Gojo Industries is a family enterprise. The company is devoted to saving lives and making life better through well-being solutions. Gojo Industries was started in 1946 by a husband and wife team. She was the financial wizard, and he was the entrepreneur and innovator. The company developed the first one-step rinse-off Gojo hand cleaner. The company was also the developer of the first ever portion control dispenser. In 1988, the company invented Purell hand sanitizer, creating a new way for employees, students, teachers, and everyone else to clean their hands away from the sink to help reduce germs that cause illnesses. The company's innovation continues today with the development of the new ESA dispensing system. We are pleased to have with us Mr. Sergio Arauz, I hope I pronounced that right, Gojo's Industries Business Development Director for Latin America. Sergio will tell us more about Gojo's Industries and the Purell line of products. I now invite Basil Barnett, Director, to tell a little of the Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies Limited story.
Thank you, Tashira. A few months ago, at the official opening of this corporate office complex, I said that Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies Limited started as an idea written on a single sheet of paper. I then went on to describe the journey from an idea to the reality that you see here today. However, today, I want to talk a little bit more about the idea itself. In establishing the company, we envisioned an entity that would partner with the local healthcare community to improve the delivery of healthcare by ensuring that the market was supplied with quality products. Another key to this concept was to provide local service support to encourage the healthcare community to invest in the latest cutting-edge technology to advance the delivery of healthcare. To this end, we've partnered with some of the leading manufacturers in the industry. Our support of the healthcare industry requires that we communicate with our customers to understand their needs and their goals. Our relationship with our suppliers allows us to match those needs of the local industry with the resources of our partners to provide innovative solutions that help them to meet their needs and their goals. Over the past 20 years, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies Limited has grown from a two-person operation working from rented space in the East Bay Shopping Center to a complement staff of over 20 operating from this state-of-the-art corporate office complex. We are the leaders in the sale of medical equipment backed by local service support. We are a leader in the sale of general medical supplies, and we operate the largest retail store dedicated to the home care market. Today reflects a continuation of that vision, the idea written on a single sheet of paper, as we partner with Gojo Industries, the manufacturer of Purell, the premium hand sanitizer on the market, the brand most trusted by hospitals. The COVID-19 global pandemic has changed for the foreseeable future how we interact socially. The increased attention to sanitization, both from a personal and a business perspective, is now the new normal. The products supplied by Gojo Industries are critical as we all work together to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. We are pleased to have the support of Gojo's industry representative, Sergio Arauzo, Business Development Director for Latin America. We are proud to partner with Gojo Industries to ensure that Purell is widely available to the Bahamas as our country continues to open and we maintain our efforts in this global fight against the COVID-19 virus. We will now have a short video presentation, which will be followed by Ms. Morgan Barnett, who will introduce our Gojo representative.
We really do view this company as an exceptional company.
It's dynamic.
To be honest, I think it's an awesome place to be.
Integrity. That is a word that has been used and is consistently used throughout our entire organization.
Inspiring. I remember when my mom first started Bahamas Medical and she would do deliveries outside of our car, after school pickups, or between dropping us to extracurricular activities.
Progressive. Quality. Because at Bahamas Medical, I must say that we provide quality products with excellent service.
Innovative. I'm quite proud to be a part of this team who has leapt beyond the boundaries of 2020, which has just been a whirlwind for everyone.
I see opportunity as growth, in which we have exceeded during this pandemic.
We're always changing and we're always adapting.
It's a forward-thinking company, always thinking of new experiences for the customer and meeting customer demands.
I would say convenient, because it's pretty much the one-stop shop for all medical and surgical supplies.
For one particular reason, for me, especially being in customer service, is to helping the customer. That's what I love about the job. Knowing that somebody can come in and that you can help that individual, even if it's a little bit of stress, you take that off of them.
Partially because I'm able to work in what I think is my purpose.
Everybody who works at this company is passionate, and I think we feed off each other's passion. We really are like family here, and it's so great to be working with a team of people who are so passionate about what they do.
We have a cadre of Bahamian professionals. They are committed, they are talented, they are laser focused on this industry and providing solutions.
I would say team. At the end of the day, we work together. We consider ourselves a unit. We help each other. And so with that team effort, it's almost like we can do anything.
Family. They treat everyone like a loved one.
Exceptional.
We strive to provide exceptional service.
Driven. Seeing that it's a company that came from small to where it is now, and it's shown that they've been pushing and striving, and to be a part of that is awesome.
Essential. Our directors treat us as their family. Anyone who works for a company where you feel like you're wanted and you feel like you're a part, then you buy into what the company's mantra is. And that's what I feel we at Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies, that's what we do.
We have. Moving into this incredible facility has given us an opportunity to stop and reflect on the journey that we've had as a company.
Inspired and proud that she was able to take her dream from our living room to this big, beautiful, innovative building, and that they were both able to create this team that provides an essential service to the Bahamas at a high standard.
I'm proud of the fact that we've been able to create a company that's having an impact on the lives of our employees, that we're giving them a career path and we're giving them an opportunity to live some of their dreams. And I believe that we are contributing to elevating the standards of healthcare in this country.
I believe truly that this is an exceptional company.
I can't think of just one word. I love it being here.
Good afternoon, all. Sergio Araros joined Gojo Industries, Inc. in 2004 as Director of Business Development for Latin America and the Caribbean, with responsibility for sales, marketing, and the overall growth and direction of the region, as well as the development and capabilities of the team supporting the business. Sergio brings over 20 years' experience in international business development in different facets. His previous experience includes regional roles in marketing, sales, and operations. Before joining Gojo, he acted as the country manager for Mexico as part of an expat assignment for Valvoline, Inc., where he was given the responsibility to grow the market, develop a team, and expand the brand in different vertical segments. Sergio has 2 degrees from the University of Akron, a Bachelor's of Science in International Business and a Bachelor's of Science in Marketing Management. He also holds an MBA from Cornell University's Johnson Graduate School of Management. Outside of work, Sergio enjoys spending time with his wife and 2 boys playing soccer and traveling. I am pleased to invite Sergio to talk about the full range of Gojo products and Purell products.
Good afternoon. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the time that you're putting on this event. I also want to thank the Burnett family for all the work they've been doing. I work with many distributors around Latin America and the Caribbean, and I can tell you that what they're doing here is nothing but impressive. The commitment that they have, the investment that they're putting, and the enthusiasm that they have in the brand is very, very impressive. So I want to say again, thank you. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Gojo, and we're going to see how together we can bring solutions for the market that will serve all the community. So first of all, I'm going to introduce Gojo a little bit. We do have very similarities, a lot of similarities with Bahamas Medical. We're both a family company. Kerry, over there, who's the founder, started the company 75 years ago. This is our 75th anniversary. And he started also from his car. He was working in Akron, Ohio, which is it was the rubber capital of the world. So all the tire companies were there, Goodyear, Firestone. And women went to work to the factories during the war. So he had the idea to come up with a hand cleaner that he will start selling out of his car, out of a pickle jar. He will collect pickle jars, clean them up, make the product with a chemist friend that he had from Kent State, a close university, and that's how the company started. That product continues to be a seller today. It's changed a little bit, but we still have the Gojo original product in there. So same thing, a hardworking family with an idea, with a desire to do better. Over the years, the family kept growing. And today, the purpose of the company is to save lives by making life better through well-being solutions. And we'll talk about a little bit more in the front. And as you can see, the guiding principles reflect many of the things that were shown on the video about Bahamas Medical. People at the core. We believe on the people inside and outside. That means we believe in our partners. Better together. We have to work together to have success. And what I've seen so far this week, it shows that we'll be able to do great things together. Integrity, the desire to keep learning, and bold leadership, which is what it took to build both companies. So, very good. So the years have passed by. Obviously, Jerry unfortunately passed away a few years back, but he had his nephew in the family. He didn't have kids of his own, but his nephew started working in the company. And Joe Canfer, who's pictured here in the middle, he took over the company. He's now in an advisory role, and today his daughter is leading the company. So it continues in the family. Now, I'll tell you, throughout many years, many offers have come to buy Gojo, but the family is determined to do good in the community, and they know that it's better to keep it on the family so they can control what happens on the company. Now, the evolution of Gojo also changed. Like I mentioned, this started with hand cleaning, and the purpose of the company in the 40s was really that. Soil removal, we're going to get tar, dirt from your hands, and we had only one product. Now, as we continue to evolve, to develop more products, we come up to where we are today. Instead of affecting just an individual, we want to affect society. The products that we make are designed to save lives and making lives better through well-being solutions. And that's the direction that we want to do with everything that we produce. Now, during this time too, everything evolved. Gojo was the first brand. Many people in the US today know Purell better than Gojo. That's how far things have changed. Unless you talk to a mechanic or somebody that works with dirty grease, they don't know Gojo. So, but it evolved from Gojo, which continues to be the #1 hand wash brand in the away home markets, continues to be a very prominent brand. And now that I mentioned Gojo, just notice when you go to airports in the US and you go around, you're going to start seeing Gojo in dispensers in different places. But Purell took more prominence, and today it's the #1 brand in the healthcare market. It's the preferred brand, 4-1 over the nearest competitor. So Purell took a relevance, and it made the company change a little bit. So I'm going to talk about these strong brands, but a little bit more about Purell because it's a direction that the company's decided to go forward. We saw a little bit of the history that was mentioned earlier. So it was not until 1988 that Purell was started. So it's 40 years that Purell didn't exist for Gojo. And Joe tells us a story that why only Gojo could have made Purell. Because in 1988, nobody wanted to use hand sanitizers. So he kept insisting, no, there is something here, there is something here. So he says, if we would have been a public company, a traded company, they would have said, this project is a failure. Cut it, shelve it, get rid of it. The other anecdote, he says that he wanted to call Purell Flash because he was fast acting. And he said, I'm lucky that somebody talked me out of it because Purell sounds much nicer. Okay, so Purell, he kept trying. 1997, Purell enters the retail market, so it's available to the public. But it's not really until 2001 when there is changes in the healthcare market where alcohol hand sanitizers are allowed to be used instead of soap. Okay, so before this, nurses, if they go see a patient, they had to wash their hands. So there was a study conducted by Dr. Pite, who also affected what changed on the World Health Organization. And then the CDC followed through, and they were able to prove that by using hand sanitizers, infections in the hospitals will decrease significantly. So this was a game changer, not only for hospitals and control of infections, but also for us, since we were the first brand in the market. So that catapulted Purell into what we are today. And then in 2010, we changed the formula. We improved the formula. Originally, it was a 62% formula. Today, it's a 70% formula, and we'll explain why. In 2016, as Purell became more prominent, we decided to consider brand extensions. So until 2016, and probably as many of you know, Purell is just hand sanitizers. But what happens? We see that Purell has a value, that Purell represents things in the minds of people, and we want to expand that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. In 2018, we launched the Purell solution, and as we know, 2020, we got hit with COVID, which is a situation that changed our lives forever, and it changed everything we do, not only in the healthcare market, but also in all the other markets where you have hand hygiene problems. So 2020, I'm going to show you something that what happened with Gojo during 2020. This first video shows what we were saying to our customers. Okay? So 2020 was a very difficult year because we didn't have enough product to give to the market. So it was very challenging. We had to make decisions, innovate. We came up with search products. We found new suppliers. The company started thinking about the future. So this is changing the future. We need to be able to supply enough product to the market. So now I'm going to show you where are we today after all these things that we said we were going to do.
Let's go. It's time to go, go, go. It's time to go, go, go. Let's go. It's time to go, go, go. Let's go. What you waiting for? Your prayers are already answered. Do you really want it? Ain't got no time to waste. Let's go. Green light. Step on the gas. Don't let no one pass. Put some pep in your step. Follow me this way. Red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light. Do you wanna go, go, go? I'ma run this show. Do you wanna go? I got the green light. It's time to go. Woo! Let's go. Red light. It's time to go, go, go. Green light. It's time to go, go, go. Let's go. Red light. It's time to go, go, go. Green light. It's time to go. Make up your mind. Check your attitude. Make your mark. That's all you gotta do. Step on the gas. Don't let no one pass. If anyone asks, you got things to do. Let's go. Red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light. Woo! Let's go. Red light. It's time to go. You wanna go. Green light. It's time to go. You wanna go. Let's go. Red light. It's time to go. You wanna go. Green light. Do you wanna go? Let's go. Red light. Do you wanna go? Green light. Do you wanna go? Red light. Do you wanna go? Green light. Do you wanna go?
So very impressive work they did in the office. And so how is this important to you? How is this important to today where we are? So this means that now you have all this capability, all this product, all this service, obviously through our partners here with Bahamas Medical. So if you have doubts before of, do I have a supplier that can really give me the product? Now we have a partner directly here that can help you and solve all your needs end-to-end when it comes to hand hygiene. Okay? So why the Purell branded products? It's a question that we get so often. So like I said, Purell developed and became something on the mind. So we did research to find out, okay, what are people thinking when they see Purell? And even change, kind of like our slogan, we say now Purell, peace of mind. Why? Because anything that Purell represented in people's mind was related to effectiveness. Okay, I know the product is going to work. Safe, I know it's not going to harm me. And good for you, which means it goes beyond just doing the work. This benefit transpires from work or your workplace to your customers, but also to your home. We worry about also the employees. I was telling many stories while we were working, and we used to get letters from mechanics' wives saying, I can finally hold my husband's hand because you're using Gojo products and their hands are healing from dermatitis. So that's the part of the well-being that we talked about. It has to be good for you. So with this thought in mind, we say, well, if we're going to do a brand extension, they have to represent the same thing. They cannot just be another soap, another surface disinfectant. It has to have these qualities. So when you look at the Purell brand, these are numbers, obviously in the US, and this is what we're going to try to build here. But when you look at high traffic areas, these are all high traffic areas, from retail, shopping, to schools, to retailers. And especially now that we're coming off COVID or continue during COVID, we need to help business reopen safely, right? We need to show that our businesses or schools or hospitals are clean, are safe and healthy, not only for our customers, but also for our employees. So Purell does help with that impression, and it's products that are based on science and will do what they're supposed to be doing. So when you add up all these numbers together, and after all the research we did, we would say 84% of people expect to see a hand sanitizer in public. Now when I go to a supermarket, I want to have the option to use a hand sanitizer. If I go to school, I want my kids to have hand sanitizer. So of those, 77% wanted to see Purell. So expect to see Purell, sorry. So in general, 69% of people expect to see Purell hand sanitizer in Publix. Why? Because that peace of mind that the brand can bring, and because of the reputation of our products and the science that goes with them. So bottom line is that people trust the Purell brand, and that's what we're going to try to build together here in Bahamas, is to get to that trust. I know many people already know it, but I think having a local partner today will enhance that development, and with the service and having local product, we'll just be able to do amazing things here. So what happened with those principles? We say, okay, we're going to do a solution that we call the Purell solution, beyond than just the hand sanitizer, right? We need to bring good products. So the Purell solution was developed to have more ways and places to provide peace of mind, right? Let's go beyond the hand sanitizer. So starting with the hand sanitizer, we have now promised that nothing beats the original. It's obviously the antimicrobial efficacy, the skin health, and the touch and feel. So you know already the hand sanitizer, so I don't have to talk too much about it. And what makes the Purell science different is that we can prove scientifically that our product has the lowest efficacious dose of any hand sanitizer. What does this mean? That means that with a 1.1 ml that comes out of that dispenser, we can prove with you through science, through studies, and through tests, independent tests, that we can pass the FDA's healthcare hand wash test, which is the standard for hand sanitizers in the United States. So this is very important, and it's something that we will repeat many times when we visit you. Okay, so there is a lot of questions also about hand sanitizers, so I thought it was important to do a little section on myths about it. So here's some information. All right, so to end with the sanitizer information is basically the message we want to give you is we're all in this together trying to get out of the COVID situation. So this is important for all settings, that you make sure that when you're looking for products, you ask, okay, how can you prove that your product is going to be efficacious enough to help us solve this crisis? So it's very important to us to spread this message, and it's knowledge that you need to know, and manufacturers should be able to give you to say, this is how we can prove that this works, right? Good. Now, to complete the portfolio and to bring this to the Bahamas also, we created a Purell healthy soap products. These are soaps that are developed also with the same principles as Purell, right? Safe, good for you, efficacious. And we decided to create a product that will have the best ingredients possible. So we got rid of all the ingredients that were not natural. We got rid of parabens, we got rid of triclosan, we got rid of phthalates. And there is two versions of this soap. One that also is a new technology that acts like an antimicrobial without having an active ingredient. We call it the CRT technology, which instead of killing germs and bacteria, it removes germs and bacteria by going deeper into your skin thanks to the new formulation we created. So again, it's a product that is different. It's a product that deserves to have the Purell brand. In terms of surface sanitizer, surface sanitizing and disinfectant, this is a new category for Gojo. We've been traditionally hand hygiene expert, but this is an extension of where we want to get, okay? So again, we say we need to develop a product that is not the same as the rest, and we created the Purell surface. Later, we added the Purell wipes that carry the same technology. And why are they different? How do they meet the Purell standard? Well, when you look at the product, in the US, there is about 3,000 products registered with the EPA, the Environment Protection Agency. Of those, only 10 qualify, only 100 are category 4, which is the lowest toxicity level that you can find. Of those, only, or less than 10, have the design for the environment certification, which says that your product will not harm the environment. And of those, only one, the Purell surface, is the one that delivers disinfection of bacteria and viruses better than any other design for the environment product and with a fast kill time. So again, it qualifies as a Purell product. So together, we're bringing the Purell solution to the Bahamas. We think it's a solution that can go in your bathrooms, on your front desk, on your schools. You know, we want to solve all the problems that you might find. They meet all the standards that we talked about, right? They're effective, they're safe, they're good for you. So I think with the experience of our partners, with the knowledge they have of the market, and with all the work they've been doing, I think it's a great solution for the Bahamas. So in addition to this, nothing will work, you know, or Purell soaps will not work if we don't have great dispensers. The dispenser is sometimes a forgotten part of the equation. But Gojo is also leader on dispensing technology, and we're always improving our dispensers, as you saw through time. So we're bringing again the latest dispensing solution. You will have manual options, you will have an automatic, and even a new development of an automatic dispenser that carries the battery on the refill instead of the dispenser, which is good to prevent infections because product never run out of a battery. So there will be no opportunities where the product will not function. And it also uses less batteries, 68% less waste than a traditional dispenser. Plus the design that is much improved from the previous one that we had. Here is the dispensing systems. Like I mentioned, a manual, automatic, and automatic with the power on the refill that have different characteristics. And finally, this is an important subject for Gojo, sustainability and initiatives. Gojo received the cradle-to-cradle certification last year. That means that everything we're doing to make our Purell products, from the material health, reutilization of products, renewable energy and carbon management, water stewardship, and social fairness, everything we do while we make Purell are meeting high standards, not only on production, but also for society, right? We have Ecolab certifications and USDA certifications, like we mentioned, the Good for the Environment certifications as well. So I think this is something that will resonate also in this market. And it's important as many companies now have sustainability goals. And the latest news from Gojo is that Gojo is now a WBENC certified company, which is a woman's business enterprise. When Joe transferred, the leadership to our new president today, to Kerry Jaros, now our company is led by a woman. I see a very strong woman here. So when I mentioned this on the field this week, many were impressed and happy. But we are very proud of the work that our leadership is doing, and this is a great certification also to add in our portfolio. So with that, I will end my presentation. I want to say welcome to the family. We are very proud, very happy that you are joining us, and hopefully we'll be part of your family for a long time as well. So this, I'm going to close with a little video. Purell, is a word that in the US they use as Xerox in other countries, like when they want hand sanitizer, say, hey, give me the Purell, even though it might not be Purell. And that transpires into the culture. So here is a fun video that shows, how people relate to the brand and why it's trusted, and that's what we want to do here in the Bahamas.
Not anyone can move you this way. Finally got you loose from the cage. I ain't trying to smooth you with flowers, baby. I'd rather make a power play.
You smell like Purell. Welcome back. It's not officially fall until you get your first squirt of pumpkin spice Purell. Delicious.
Having Purell there if you don't have a sink nearby is as good as wearing gloves.
Change we bring.
Great, thank you. If anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer. I'm good? All right. Well, thank you very much, and thank you for welcoming me and having a good time this week working with you guys. Appreciate it.
It is once said, success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude this evening's event, it gives me great pleasure to express our gratitude to everyone who helped to make this event a success. Thank you to our special guests for joining us in witnessing history being made with the partnership between Gojo Industries and Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies Limited. I thank our partners, Gojo and Purell, for aiding in fostering this relationship. Sergio, who we are honored to have present, gave an incredible speech on partnership between Bahamas Medical and Purell. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Bahamas Medical team for all of their support and assistance in organizing this event. The impact on Bahamian community of a quality product proven to aid in the fight against COVID-19 is monumental, and we are grateful for the dynamic duo of Morgan Barnett and Tashira Gator, our sales and new business team, who have worked tirelessly on this project and ensured everything went according to plan. I thank our directors, Mrs. Margot Barnett and Basil Barnett, our super team, for preparing us for this moment and ensuring that Bahamas Medical continues to lead the charge of innovation and efficiency. Finally, to the media and every vendor who assisted in making this venture a success, I thank you. While this brings our function to a close, the festivities are just beginning. Please join us for refreshments. Good night to all, and remember, if it's healthcare, it's here at Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies. Thank you.